Hey guys, what's up, people leaves? What's cracker like and Pezzo? Serena. Hey. Sitting here crocheting. And what kept coming up in my mind while I was sitting here watching the wheel go round and round, was for some reason addiction. Addiction has popped in the head. It's popped in the head. And, you know, this is for those of you, I'm hearing that is in active, come on, addiction right now. Or in a program to get out, or whatever your circumstance. And an addiction could be anything, not just drugs, but, you know, it was running through my head. I remember back when I was asking family, you know, hey, I got to get out of where I'm at. I even went into a home place, right? And I left there because I didn't want to take up a bed for women that were on fentanyl that wanted to, that needed to dry out, because that's some crazy shit. And you know, they put that in meth at 144. They put that in meth, okay? People have died. And that's not cool. They thought they were doing that, and come to find out it had the other shit. Bam, they're dead. Drugs are bad. But, you know, I was asking, and, you know, it's like, you guys don't want to be around me. You don't want me on drugs. You talk shit, you judge. But yet, you won't help me to not be in that situation. Who does that? First of all, who fucking does that? Oh, your family. Oh yeah, I forgot. Them. But you know, maybe in the back of your mind a little bit, you knew that possibly part of your journey was to overcome the addiction. I heard abuse, but overcome the addiction. Something for you, for your soul, 303, for your next steps, right? I know if you don't want to do it, don't be around it. That's a no-brainer. And maybe you have nowhere else. If you have nowhere else to go and you're in addiction, first of all, it's just a choice. Heroin and Oxycontin and all that, and fentanyl and all that crazy shit, I don't know. I didn't do those kind of things, but those are physically harmful. You know, physically makes you sick and stuff, like heroin and stuff. My mom was a heroin addict. She was on methadone my whole life, up until she fucking detoxed herself at 50 on the street in a bush. Anyway, and then she was murdered a couple years later. Brutally. Yeah, not great. Strong woman. But it could just be part of your path and part of your journey, even though you don't know it yet, is to get yourself past. As I still smoke cigarettes, right? Come on now. Oh, this is for me too. But to get past it, to show your grit, is how I heard it, your grit. But to show how God is. Yeah, it doesn't mean go hang out with everybody who gets high. And when you don't get high, you don't want to hang out with people that get high. They're ridiculous. 444. Ugh. You might not even like hanging out with people when you were high. Most people are just ridiculous. Then you add drugs to them, and then they're fucking off the chain weird, psycho, thieves, Thieves. Ew. I don't know. I don't like a thief. Nobody really does. I always looked at it like this. What makes you think somebody that works hard to buy something for themselves that you have the fucking right to take it? Especially tools. What the fuck? Don't even get me started. Got nothing for those kind of people. Yeah, sound judgy, but you know, it's not judgy, it's facts. There's a fine line between facts, I guess, and judging, or is it the same thing? Something else for me to work on. I don't care what you do in your life, but we control our own lives. 555. We control our own lives, what we do, who we hang out with. Now back to, say you're staying somewhere and you have no choice. That's really a bummer. I mean, there's always a place you can go to, right? I don't know, but for some reason, I needed to come on and talk about, yeah. It could, notification, right? The elect, the disciples, the ones who have come to finish what you started, to fulfill the prophecy, to fulfill the Bible, to fulfill all that, because that's coming to an end. You know, the Bible doesn't go after this next, after Revelations. It's over. Has anyone thought about that? So instead of feeling sorry for yourself and whining and crying, why has life been so hard on you, and you see all these POSs running around that get everything. But remember when you were a POS? In a way, unhealed, still asleep in the matrix. Yeah, you got everything kind of, right? Life was great. People loved you. Everything was great. Yeah, because you're one of them. But it just so happens that maybe your life was a little bit harder and you really had to learn the hard way because your mission is great. Stand up. When I move, you move. Just like that, right? Stop your bitching, stop your whining, and you know what? Actually, at this point in the game, if you're one of them, you're not in. You don't do that, or you couldn't be one of them at this time, because it's a time thing, right? Even though time is an illusion, but I mean a God time thing, right? A fulfilling of the prophecy time. Today's July 5th. Is that prophecy of the Asia going to go off? Now, think about this. All the signs are there. What if it doesn't happen today? Does that mean it's not going to happen? You think about this. They add a day every so many years, right? Leap year. Daylight saving. So as far as the clock goes, the man-made time, you don't know what time it is, what day it is, what it really is. Okay? This is when we're really called to not be so fixated. Fuck it. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. If you know, you know. But I also remember leaving that home I was in. I didn't want to go stay with my fucking children. That's the last thing I want to do. The last thing I want to do. But not even an option. But they're the ones that judge the most. I don't want to talk to you. You get high. But you'll take my money. And that's special. Alright, so, well, back, you know, when I had the moolahs, before I was flat on my back, thank God for that, because had I never been, and I'm saying it again, had I never been taken out of the matrix down to nothing, totally dependent on other people, which is, I don't highly suggest ever, especially with ones who want to see you down. Oh yeah, he's still around. Always promising work, always doing that and this. And you know what? I know who he is. I know what his part is. But it's whatever. Some people want to control you with money. They don't want you. They don't want you themselves. They might not even fucking like you. But they have a mission to stop you, to control you. Give a fuck about that. I cast all my cares to God, to the higher realms. The only thing I'm in control of is myself. What I think, what I eat, everything. My reactions or non-reactions. My happiness under my control. No one else can control that. Come home to yourself. It's a beautiful place. Besides, they all know you there. What? You know what I mean? I love you guys. Peace. It's today's Saturday or Sunday? Saturday. Peace and hair grease. 12:02. 11:22. It's gonna rock this town. Rock it inside. 11:25 I saw again. And 27. So, I don't know. I'm hearing that song. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. I used to love that song. All you Generation Xers out there, what up? Peace. So does peace mean something different this way as opposed to that way? I don't know why that came up. I wonder. Power to the people. Power to the souls. I can't wait to meet all the souls that have come into union with their human, and now their soul runs their human in perfect unison. You guys had, right? And then it slowly started coming together. Now you're circadian rhythm, I just heard. Now you're flowing. Get in touch. You need to vibrate at your frequency and your vibration, or you're never going to make it through. Most every single person you know and love, yeah, our humans are going to die. They always do, okay? But it's their soul. And you know that, and you can't fix it because they don't believe you, and they won't. You can't help the ones you love, but you could help others, and maybe those others can help the ones you love. I don't know. Lead by example. You know it's just a human, and it's a short time, and you can't wait to go back home and bleh, get rid of your human. I highly advise you to watch Conspiracy Theory. Oh, man. I watched, remember that movie from 1996 with Michael, the angel, with John Travolta? And he's like, I'm not that kind of angel. They're like, no, he's not. He's an archangel. Because he's smoking cigarettes, he's drinking, and he loves sugar, right? And he likes to have sex. What's funny about that is, well, because he was able to come to Earth. Yeah, it's a whole thing. There's so much in that movie, which also got me to think, where did the 2000s go and the 2010s? We're already in 2025. How did that happen? Doesn't it seem like it just happened? 1996 movies looks like they're so ancient. I'm telling you, 1999 hit, and we shifted. We went on another timeline, and that's when all these, what is it called? Mandela effect and shit happened after 2000. It all changed. And, you know, let's not be concerned about CERN, because don't you think that everything that's occurring is all part of it anyway? Hello? Hello? We're just pawns in this game. Until we're not. Until we're double agents. Until we're secret agent man. Bum, 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 bum. It's funny, somebody came to visit me I hadn't seen in a long time. I don't know how long. Close to a year. I don't even know. I don't keep track of time, but it's like, have you ever read the Bible? And what I heard was, I am the Bible. And I'm like, huh. What I just heard was, I am the Bible. And I went, huh, that's interesting. That's funny. He said he'd never read the Bible. He's like, I just can't understand it. He's like, it makes no sense to me. I'm like, just be concerned about what Jesus speaks about. I said, I can't tell you Bible verses, but I'm told that when I speak things, that it's straight out of the Bible. So I guess in a way, I am the Bible. I get my knowledge. Because I have read parts of the Bible. I didn't have any understanding of it then, but I was hungry and thirsty for it. Why is it people find God when catastrophic things happen? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's the awakening. It's having to have the hard lessons, the hard things happen for us to change, because we don't want to do change ourselves. There's no way I would have been able to get to the point, like I'd still be working a job, not doing all this stuff, because I'd be so worried about working a job and fitting in with the rest of everybody else. Thank you for my back going down. Fucking thank you. Thank you. The best thing that ever happened to me. And the worst thing at the time when I was going through it. But I made it through. Whoop, whoop. We'll make it through this. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. It's almost over. Everyone else is like, oh my God, I'm so sad, the end of the world. I'm like, bring it on. It's not just you're human. People die. There's these people that are doing horrific things to I don't want to go into it. Please don't let me go into it, because I don't want to feel all that. Children and elderly and animals, and fuck these people. Fuck them. Right? No. In Michael, when he said, I'm not that kind of angel. That's what Gabriel said to me. No, Gabriel said, I'm not who you think I am. That was some scary shit. You've heard of avenging angels, haven't you? And when Michael said, I'm not that kind of angel, or that's not his area to do certain things, he's an archangel. Remember, Enoch, talking about the levels of heaven. There's levels to this shit. I know that once you truly make the choice and the decision, then you're going to have to keep on making it. And if you backslide, you backslide. It's all part of it. Don't get stuck in your backsliding. Don't get stuck there. Look at it. And as you begin to heal, as you make the decision and the choice that you want to be different, just keep going forward that way. And just always go within. You'll fucking get there. Trust me. Now, unfortunately, and be careful what you wish for, because you're going to get it. And it's never going to be how you, when you're making your wish, you're wishing it a certain way, it to be all nice and lovey and blah, blah, blah. Right? But sometimes it's not. Most of the time it isn't. It isn't all, woo, fairy tale, especially if you're walking the God path, the path of your soul. It's quite a thing. Somebody whom I loved, I miss very much, was an obstacle. I'll just say it like that. It's gone. He wasn't an obstacle. I shouldn't call him that. I love him very much. His choices led to, his lifestyle choices and stuff, and not going to the doctor, because of his heart and everything, but led to his passing. And I kept trying to get out of this house, out of this place, for various reasons, right? Come to find out I needed to be here the whole time anyway. And I kind of knew that. But when I get all these downloads and receive all this stuff, I want to go act on it now. And then it doesn't work out. And then I'm still stuck here, But I just needed to give in and surrender. When I did give in and surrender, he passed. That night. Actually. I was going to take care of him. I already had it. Anyway. They left me all alone. The only people that ever mattered to me in my life are all gone. Sorry. It's sad. And they left me here and I'm pissed about it. Not very happy. But they are, now they're backing me, you know what I mean? Will you guys open up some shit for me then? I'm getting a phone call. It must be my time to go. I love you guys. You got it in you. God is in you. You can do anything.